Hey everybody, Will from 1 Kilo Weightlifting here. Most weightlifters take too long to warm up. Seriously, you're wasting your time if your weightlifting warm up is taking you more than 15 minutes. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to warm up quickly and efficiently to move huge weights on the platform, and that's coming up right now. Hey all, glad you're here. If it's your first time, 5th time, 10th time, 20th time, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you know every single time I have a new video coming out. When it comes to weightlifting warm-ups, there are usually two schools of thought. School one, come into the gym, spread your stuff out everywhere, grab a foam roller. 30 minutes later, you get the bar after you warm up, activate, release everything on your entire freaking body. School two, come in, put your shoes on, put your knee sleeves on, start lifting heavy weights. Well, there's gotta be a middle round because I don't have enough time to be part of school one, and I am too old to be part of school two. So the key is that we get in there and we do the right warm up in the right amount of time. And so in this video, what I'm gonna show you guys is the specific bar warm up that I use to get warm for weightlifting. Now, the very first thing I do when I come in is I do just a really general activation kind of thing. And you can see on this video right here, I do the McGill Big 3. You guys can go check that video out that I did last year on the McGill Big 3. It's great to get core, low back warmed up. As an old guy, that's super important. But I do some general calisthenics, stuff like arm circles, wrist rolls, all that kind of stuff. Just move just a little. And within about 5 minutes, I'm to the bar, and I'm gonna do a specific bar warm-up. And when I say specific warm-ups are something you would do to warm up for a very specific task. When I was a hammer thrower back in college and post-collegiately going to the Olympic trials, you know, most of my warm-up wasn't jogging around the track. It was stuff that was rotational, right? I had to warm up rotational-based muscles. I had to warm up my legs. And a lot of that would be slowly turning, doing some drill work or something like that beforehand, maybe miming the movements. And similarly, when I talk about a specific warm-up for weightlifting, we're gonna do something snatch related if it's a snatch day, or clean and jerk related if it's a clean and jerk day. And so what we wanna do is get the muscles, the joints that are involved in that day's works. We wanna get those things warmed up. We don't need to worry about stuff that's not involved in the day's work or motions that aren't specifically involved in that day's work. Now, the one caveat I would give you is if you have specific recommendations from a physical therapist, some sort of physio or something like that, stick to that, do that stuff. But if you're just adding into your warm-up just for the sake of adding, you are wasting your time. So coming up, you guys are gonna see the specific bar warm-up I do for the snatch and the clean and jerk. This is our snatch warm-up. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 snatch grip push presses behind the neck, right? Just thinking about elbow position, elbows under, shoulders externally rotated, driving up into the bar. Drive up overhead, try and shrug, get those shoulders involved. Then we're gonna go into overhead squat, trying to loosen up the hips. Again, I think about trying to get that shoulder shrug up so that we have a great position. Next, after the overhead squats, we're gonna move into a snatch grip RDL. That's gonna get hamstrings, glutes kind of stretched and feeling like they're working a little bit. Stay neutral in the back and tight. Now we're gonna go into the specific pieces of the snatch movement. First thing we're gonna do is a snatch grip high pull from the hip. We're gonna do 3 of those. Then into a muscle snatch from below the knee for 3. And then finally, our last piece is going to be a power snatch from below the knee plus an overhead squat, little complex there. Trying to think about the movements and warming up the technical side of the movements as well. So if we go below the knee, we're working on pushing the knees back, getting the shins close to vertical as the bar passes, and then finishing close to the body and overhead. So that's our snatch warm up. Super simple, super quick. You can do 2, maybe 3 sets and be ready to go. Next, for our clean and jerk warm-up, we're gonna go into a really simple complex again. 3, maybe 4 of each exercise. move quickly one to the next, 2 to 3 sets, and you're gonna be warm. So the very first thing we're gonna do is we're warming up that overhead position again, but this time we're gonna do it from a split position. Obviously, if the athlete power jerks or squat jerks, we might do a SOTS press or just a standing press, but if the athlete is a split jerker, we're gonna warm up press from split to start with, and then we're gonna move into front squat, just warming up the hips, ankles, everything. That rack position, this should feel like some external rotation. If you're real big and strong, maybe the bar is not heavy enough. You gotta use 35, 40 kilos or something like that. Next, high pull from the hip position. Do 3 of those. Next, after that, muscle clean from above the knee. And then finally, power clean plus front squat plus jerk from below the knee. Again, we're working on that transition position where the bar moves back as it passes the knee. Then combine it with a nice stick catch, front squat, and the jerk finally to finish the movement off. So there's our clean and jerk warm up. Super simple, super fast. I think that if you guys use these, you guys are gonna really love these and know that you're gonna be warm next time you try and hit some heavy weights. I really wanna thank you all for being here. If you stuck around this long, please consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell, sharing this video with your friends, and leaving a comment down below. We love comments. I love to communicate with people who are watching these videos, so please leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you enjoyed out of this. You guys can also go back. This is a video I did a number of years ago with even more complete warm up with the bar. Now that I'm older, I do this really short one that I just showed you guys. But these are also good substitute, good warm up to try out if you're looking for it. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I will see you next week right here with more from 1 Kilo.